Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, The Juice Review, brought to you by the Department in Hard Vapors. Now, it's going to be slightly different today because it's going to be a little look at a bit of a product, and we're going to have a look at the Gusto Mini. But on the Juice Review side, we'll be looking at 3 from the Elements and Zeus Juice combination of their Gusto Mini pods. We'll be looking at the DodoBerry, the DimpleBerry, and last but not least, the Black Reloaded. Have got to state for the record, any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I did pay for the product. I bought this at Vape Jam for £20, to which they also threw in 5 wraps, and they were going to, and the offer did include that they were going to put in 1 free pack of pods. Due to the fact of doing a review, they threw in another 5 packs of pods, and that's going to be the juice part of this review. Also got to state individual taste setups and of course power levels will lower what you get from a juice. This is going to be slightly different on this one because obviously the power level for the pod is 17 watts and it's got a 1.5 ohm coil in it. It basically gives the power it's got. So I can't adjust the power on this review. Right, starting off, we're going to start off with the Gusto Mini. Starting to get a little bit into pod devices. So far this one's kind of been a nice little one that I've been enjoying. So when you get it, here we have the lovely little box that comes in. So we've got all the traditionals. You've got your QR code on there. You've got your hologram. You've got another QR code there and a barcode at the top. Everything so you can go to their site and make sure you've got an authentic one and not a copy that may be going around. The device itself is easy, and this is kind of why I like it, especially for new starters, because new starters don't want faff. They just want to come off smoking. They don't want to know temp control or power curves and all this balls. They just want something that's easy so they can get their nick hit. And this is where this comes in. So you've got the device, got one of the wraps on there already. You can see in the centre it's already got a pod in there. To change the pods, all you got to do, hold on this side, pull the sleeve off, and there you have the pod exposed. Then all you got to do is, when this one's finished, remove your pod, crack out another one, put it in again, make sure it's in, and then slide that over the top, and then you're ready to go. It's a simple 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. It's on at the moment. You can see it's on because when I press the button, the light comes on there. If it's green, it's over 3.5% voltage left. If it's red, it's under 3.5. So then you just click and go. So it's a reasonable draw on it. It has got a 900 milliamp battery inside it, so it's a quite decent sized battery there. Pod system, you can still actually produce quite a bit. At the moment, I'm using 20 milligram strength, nicotine strength nic salts. Oh, and on the bottom, we have got the vent holes, just in case there should be a problem. There is an anti-temperature protection on this. It's also got a 10-second cutout, which, to be fair, for a device like this, I've probably gone for about 6 seconds because no one's going to be doing it. Oh, I know as if you accidentally do it, but I don't want this to do 10 seconds because at some point it's going to burn the coil out anyway. But it will turn off after 10 seconds if the button is pressed. Go on to the actual juice side of things now. So they gave me 3 of their own range, which I shall do in another review. And they also gave me 3 from the Zeus Juice range. The pods themselves. So this, I do like the design of the pods. I think it's clever. It's very simple, but very clever. So when you get the pod out of the box, it will come like this with 2 little dangly bits on the bottom. So you've got your coil at the bottom here, and the juice at the moment is currently at the top. It's not around the coil area. All you have to do to activate this is if you pull down on both of these, actually I should do it this way around. You pull down on both of them, and you'll hear a click on both bits. That there means the bung is in the bottom bit here to stop it leaking. And then all you got to do is pull them off, just like that. 1, 2. Now, I'd say for about 30 seconds, give that a bit of a shake. 15, 30 seconds is all it takes until you see, just like that, the juice has now gone round the coil section at the bottom. Like that. Get your device. I should just remove the old one from it. Pull your sleeve off. Remove the old pod. What I will say is remember to dispose of your pods properly. They are not recyclable. Please put them in the waste bin. So then you'll see a metal bit at the bottom here, which is obviously where the coil is. That goes at the bottom of this device on this circle bit here. Just slip it in. That's in already. Put your sleeve back. What I normally do is I'll give it about a minute or so, but I might have a couple of quick drags, but not foreign at the same time, just to encourage that cotton. It's Japanese cotton that they use around the coils, just to encourage that to soak in a little bit before using. So as I say, we've got the Black Reloaded in there now, so I'm going to try that now. Now, I did like Black Reloaded from their actual normal range, so I'll be interested to see if anything's happened or changed with it on this. One thing I have found that you have got to be a little bit careful with the Gusto is this little bit here. This little bit here, which is supposed to be kind of like a juice window, but you can't actually see the level of the juice due to the sticker and the fact it's down here, so you don't really see the juice level. This is where your air will come in, because I forgot to mention, forgot to show on the core on here. On this bit here is the air intake of the pod. So obviously the air is coming in through this slot here. Now, because they're a small device, and if you've got slightly big hands, some people hold it like that, and you cover up the airflow. So what goes from quite a light draw suddenly goes into a suck too hard, and your eardrums start bleeding draw. So you kind of have finger placement is a bit of an issue sometimes, because you've got to kind of keep that bit unexposed. Well, you've got to keep it exposed, sorry, not unexposed. But anyway. The flavour is good on this, I've got to admit. It was my favourite one of the range anyway, that Zeus Juice do. Cool. Do get that aniseed. There's a little bit of menthol in there as well. I don't find it quite as strong as I did in just the freebase nicks, but the flavour is still there. It is a very nice blackberry that you're getting. I say then mixed in with that aniseed and the menthol. Does come out very tunish. As I say, you're getting a good cloud production in there. You're getting the nick hit. It's a very smooth vape. It doesn't irritate the throat, which is basically one of the reasons why Nic Salts works, where normal nicotine-based liquids sometimes don't for new starters. Sometimes they're not quite getting that hit and they can't quite deal with the throat hit, because on new starter juice a lot of it can be like 40, 60 VGPG. It can be quite PG heavy. But yeah, it's a nice little setup and it's a nice juice. It's good to see that the flavour is still there. Though I would say it is a little bit weaker than it is in the freebase. But the flavour is still there. It's still distinguished as a Black Reloaded from Zeus. As I say, all these pods for the Gusto are produced by Elements. Elements has got a big range now. So they've got their own. They've got these. They've just taken on board Fat Fog, Vampire Vapes. There's a whole list of companies that they're now doing the Gusto pods for. So I remember as a new starter, when I started on me, I'm about 7 years ago here, there wasn't an arrangement of choice of what we really had. It was only just starting to grow in what they could actually mix together and make as flavours and get as flavourings. But it's nice to see there is a wide variety. Well, in this country at least. Like, I mean, across America at the moment, flavour bans are starting to pick up pace in some states, and yeah, we all know it's about the money. Yep, can't fault that at all. So I'm going to take this one out, and I shall move on to the DimpleBerry. As I say, one thing I do find also good with these is when you take them out. That's not, yeah, there we go, easy enough. When they do come out, those two little bits, holes in the bottom are bunged out, are bunged up even. You can quite happily take one out, put it back in the box if you're changing flavours, and it won't leak all over the box. It's such a simple design, but it's such a clever little design. With just those how when you pull those two bits out, it then forms the bung at the bottom, so it doesn't come all out all over you. Right, here we're going on to the DimpleBerry. Trying to find where I put the sleeve. There's the sleeve. Right, now this should be a berry, aniseed, and citrus mix. Give this a go. I'll be fair, I find this one slightly more flavoured than this one. Which is unusual because I find it's kind of the other way around, but this one you do get the berries, you do get that nice lemon that's going with that as well. There's a little hint of aniseed. There isn't a lot of aniseed, but it's more on the lemon side of things that get the taste buds going. And then some quite juicy berries mixed thrown in as well. Definitely getting the berries and that citrus through. So there's a little hint of aniseed just playing around with it. That's not quite as strong as it was in the freebase version. But it is still a very tasty vape. Yeah, I can't fault that at all. Obviously, you notice I'm doing these reviews a little bit quicker because I haven't got to play around with the actual power levels on this, because they're saying this kicks out at 17 watts. It's quite good going for a pod system. A lot of them do seem to go about 12, 14 watts. This is pumping out at 17. And it is a bit generous on the air. I mean, actually, it might be advisable just to put your thumb over half of that sometimes and just get a bit of a tighter draw. But still, jobs are good. Alright, I'm going to take that one out and I should go on to the last one, which is now the DodoBerry. Not the DodoBerry as I was calling it before, because I have the mind of a child. Alright, here we go. As I say, each pack, so you'll get 3 in a pack. From what I've been looking online, they're going for $9.99 for a pack of 3, and there's 2 mil in each one of the actual pods. You get all your how you operate it and how to install the pod system on there. The actual pods in there. Inside, you'll get your traditional, in very, very, very small writing, cautions, and do not use e-liquids if there are possible side effects, cautions, allergies, addictiveness, still getting a bit about that one, and instructions again on how to use your pod system. To be fair, you're going to look at that once and you're not going to look at it for any other box. Anyway. Oh, there's one I haven't started, so I should just crack this open again. So here we go. So open them downwards, pull, and as you do that, you will see. Oh no, you won't, because it's a bit too light in there. There you go. As it clicks into place at the bottom, pull them off. Give it a little shake to actually get the juice into that bottom compartment. Make sure the bottom compartment is full before you put this in. Doesn't take a lot to get it in there, but it's nice to give it a good shake just to make sure it is fully in there. Whack it in. Cover it up. The only thing I'm slightly worried about on this is going to be how good those little bits of plastic there. I mean, this device here is all coated in plastic. This is aluminium. Now the problem is, as it goes in, because this slightly grips, so you see it's a little bit in there, it is starting to scratch the bottom here and make a groove. Don't know if it's so bad on the other side. Yeah, it's starting on there as well. So eventually that is going to get into the plastic side of things. And I'm not, these aren't, yeah. They don't need to protrude that much, but I've got a feeling over time, because it's only plastic, that might give. So that's the only real concern I have with the device. Also got to stay with the device, 510. The 510 is removable, so you can, if you don't like the 510 that comes with it, and it comes with this and a spare one as well, also comes with the USB cable, the instructions and the warranty card, you can put your own 510 drip tip in there. It's a nice little touch. You can accessorise it how you want. But anyway, the DodoBerry. Yeah, we're through. Right, that took a couple of goes to get the flavour through, but once it does come through, it's exactly this one is exactly like how the old one, the free-base nicotine version, is. It's a lovely combination of berries. It really does sit on the front of the tongue and on the back areas as well. It's one of those ones that every time your tongue touches the inside of your mouth, you then get another little burst. The inhale is exactly the same as the exhale, so you're getting mixed berries in, mixed berries out. There's a nice raspberry edge to this as well. I think that's what's actually getting the taste buds going on this. Yeah, I can't fault this at all. I mean, alright, I'm normally a DTL, normally direct to lung vapour. This is just handy for situations where maybe I can't vape and I just want to have a quick one, just because you just hold it around the top. And if you hold it in, obviously you don't breathe out as much. So for me, this is good for just a quick hit. For new starters, it's a smoother way of getting a higher strength nicotine into your system, probably at the level that you need as you're transitioning from the cigarettes to a vaping device. Yeah, I can't fault it. I really can't. But that brings me to the end to part one of this. So say in part two, I should be concentrating on on talking English. On the second part of this, I will concentrate on the elements range. So we've got the Frost, the Pink Lemonade, and last but not least, the 555 Tobacco. So, on behalf of myself, Darren Stone, hope you've enjoyed watching this today. If you have, please remember to like, share, comment, and of course, my ugly mug will be appearing here. Hit my mug and give us a sub. Catch you later, people.